Hello, everyone. This is Lisa Mizels, and we are live for the Tribe Building Challenge. And I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that I'm going to teach you all of the information that I have, and it's really going to help you to build your tribe, a tribe that is engaging, one that loves you and that you love back. So if you are watching this live, or if you're watching the replay, I'd love to know where you're from and what is your number one question that you want answered. And I am going to be going through these as I can. I've got two monitors here so I can see what's going on, and keep up with any comments that are going on. So if you have comments, I will try and answer them live. If not, if I don't answer them live, I will be answering them after each training, each day with the training. So let's just get started. It's 11 o'clock right now, and every day I'll be going live at 11 o'clock to give you a training. And so I just want to welcome you to day one of the Tribe Building Challenge. And I want to give you a quote by Seth Godin. So he says, "Tribes make our lives better, and leading a tribe is the best life of all." So you're all leaders. You know that, right? You are all leaders. And it's really important to learn how to lead your people, right? So this week I'm going to be covering how to identify your tribe, how to connect with them, how to know what content to create for your tribe, how to grow your tribe, and then how to house your tribe, how to build a container. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see the comments. So if you're here live, there we are, Layla. Thanks for showing up. If you're here, if you could give me some hearts or an emoji or put a fun GIF in the comments. I love GIFs. I have so much fun with them. So the question I want to ask you is, how many people can you inspire and empower? So you're here to make an impact. You're here to make an impact on the world with your gifts. And this is what should be driving you forward every single day. So this is what gets you jumping out of bed and really super excited and motivated. And that excitement, that energy that you have is what is attractive. That's what attracts people to you, is your energy, your mojo, right? So my name is Lisa Mizels, and I'm an online visibility strategist. And what I do is I help my clients get really super clear on their message, their audience, and their value, and how to communicate that, how to articulate their value so that they can get noticed and get clients online. And so you're in the right place if you want to build a tribe and connect with people who really understand what you stand for and your philosophy. You want to get people that understand you and that really resonate with your philosophies so that you can build engagement with the right people. So today's training is just going to be a tiny bit longer than the rest of them. I'm going to try and keep them to about 15 minutes. But today's going to be a little bit longer because since we're going to be spending 5 days together, I wanted to share a little bit about who I am and why I'm really excited to help you. So I've been online since 2010, and I can really say that I've learned a ton since then, a lot. I mean, I knew nothing when I came online. I discovered how to find, attract, and work with my dream clients. And, you know, the great thing is that I get to spend time now. I don't work anymore for the man, and I get to spend time on my ranch. I get to, thank you for the hearts, I get to spend time with my husband, with my animals, and play with my dogs. I go hiking every day. I go explore the ranch that we live on every single day and find new rocks and waterfalls and all kinds of fun little fairy forests and things. And I get to play with my horses and relax. And one of my favorite things to do is to sit outside at night in my hot tub and just look at the stars. And sometimes I see planes flying over, but I just love to be outside. That's where I love to be. I'm going to be doing some retreats this year. So, being home and being able to just look out we live on a cliff, so being able to look out on the property is like magical for me. And I would not be able to do this if I hadn't learned what I'd learned. So I want to give you some of my insights. And you know, I don't want to overwhelm you. So these are going to be tips that are actionable. Every day you're going to get an action guide if you've opted into this training, and this action guide is going to help you grow, help you move forward and implement what I'm teaching. So, you know, I'll be honest with you though, my life wasn't always like this. I worked full time up until I don't know, the middle of last year. I worked full time up until I think May of last year. And way back in 2010 when I came online, coming from a background of healthcare, the internet was a whole new animal. I mean, I had no clue how to navigate it. I knew how to search on the internet, but I'd always worked kind of in the background. I've never been in sales. I've never been in advertising or marketing. And so I really struggled when I came on and tried to have a nutrition practice. You know, I thought my credentials are good. I've got all kinds of certifications. I know my stuff. It'll be super easy. But I didn't know about the marketing piece. And so I found out that I really loved learning about this industry of online marketing, which was kind of new at that point, right? Just really started happening in the 2000s. But I struggled, and I realized, you know, as I was giving my clients away to other people because I didn't want to work with them, that, you know, that wasn't a business model that was going to work for me. So I really had to figure out why I didn't want to do what I was doing, why I didn't want to do nutrition. And what I found out is that I was kind of bored. I'd been in health and wellness for almost 25 years. And, you know, I actually, when I came online, working with clients has actually gave me a step backwards, because I hadn't done that in probably 15 years. The last 15 years I spent as director of nutrition services or as a regional director, and I trained and I mentored and I worked with vendors and I streamlined processes and all these things that I didn't bring into my business when I came online with the nutrition. So I left a whole big part of me out of my business, and bringing that back in was so important because it brought back confidence for me. It brought, when I was just doing when I was doing my nutrition services, I wasn't using all my skills. And so I didn't have the confidence, and I kept questioning myself, why when I walk into work do I have all this confidence, and when I'm online working with my clients, I don't? And it was because I hadn't brought all of me to the table. I wasn't using the skills that I was really good at and that I enjoyed using. So that kind of made me, you know, really reevaluate what I was doing, and, you know, why I was struggling with what I, you know, with feeling in alignment. But I really struggled with finding clarity in my message, finding my audience, like who are they, where do they hang out, and then putting all those marketing pieces together. So that is what I love to teach now. And I thoroughly get so excited about it. I get so excited about it. So that's enough about me. I just wanted to give you a little quick introduction if you didn't know me. And so let's dive into the first day of the training. Today is going to be all about the importance of building a tribe, what to focus on to get more engagement, and the 3 areas that you really need to have clarity on in order to build a successful tribe. So social media is just like real life, right? You need friends, you need family to support you while you're following your dreams. You need to build trust and, you know, bring people together and bring people to you that want to follow you, that consider you their go-to expert, right? Those are the people that you want to bring in, because online is a crowded space, and you can't be, you know, you've heard this probably before, you can't be everything to everybody. You want to be the expert go-to person for your people. And there are specific people for you, just for you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So when you start to build this tribe of support and community, and people resonate with you, they understand what you stand for and your philosophies, they've got your back. I mean, that's the best thing about building this tribe, right? They've got your back. They support you and you support them back. So when you share with them why you're so passionate about what you're doing, how you want to impact the world, they're not only going to support you, but they're going to support your vision. And that is what's really important, because they're going to go out and share some of your content. They're going to get behind that vision that you have, and they're going to even, share your promotions and share anything that you're, if you're in the media, they're going to share that. So those are the kind of people that you want to have around you. And when this happens, when you start sharing what you say, then when you start seeing, your words or your content online that other people have shared, then you know that you are successful. Then you know that what you're doing is on track, and you're building the people around you, successfully building this audience around you. So to receive engagement from your tribe, it's really important that you're talking to the right people, right? You want to talk to the right people. You're showing up on the right platforms, and that's, the platforms where your audience is, and you're creating meaningful, valuable content for them. And then you're also willing to put in the time and effort it takes to really grow, be the leader and grow a tribe, because it takes effort to build a community. But it's fun, but it takes some dedication. So many entrepreneurs don't realize it, but there's a subtle difference between an audience and a tribe. I use them pretty interchangeably because the difference is very subtle. But your audience is made up of your readers, your followers, the fans, people who are interested in your work, but maybe are on the sidelines. Maybe they're kind of looking, but they're not really engaged. They're not really actively, supporting you or your followers. And then your tribe, that includes these people that are in your audience, but also your raving fans, right? The people that just get behind your vision, that get behind what you're doing, that love what you're doing, that love you and rave about you. These are the people that are in your tribe. And so it could be people in your audience, it could be clients that you've worked with, it could also be collaborators, people that you've worked with or that you have a relationship with online or offline, that maybe you have the same audience and you are experts in different areas. And so, you help each other out, you promote each other's offerings. Those people that have your back, that are supporters and collaborators and influencers, that is how you start to build your tribe. Those are people in your tribe. So they're invested in you. And, tools like free gifts and strategies that, online launches and things like that, these all bring some of the right people in if your copy is good. But you've got to dig a little bit deeper to get personal. You want to get personal, and you've got to be willing to be vulnerable, be willing to share personally with people. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it, because you're building this audience of raving fans who know you, who understand you, and they like you if you do it the right way. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. This is exactly what I do when I help my clients in my programs, such as I have a program that's a 60-day biz breakthrough, and my clients are getting so excited because they're getting engagement when they weren't getting engagement before. And I have my Take Action and Grow Club, and these, my clients there are seeing big changes in their ability to attract the right people. So tribe building is basically, it's community building. You're building a community, you're the leader, you've got to be willing to put in as much as you take, right? And that means that you are going to the people who are supporting you, you're commenting on their posts, you're tagging them, you're liking their stuff, you're sharing their content consistently, and they'll do the same thing back to you. So these are the people in your tribe. if someone becomes a frequent commenter on your posts, on your blog, on anything that you're putting out there online, then do the favor back. Find out who they are and get to know them and build a relationship. This online business is all about building relationships, and it's about numbers, right? But you can't have the numbers unless you're really clear on what it is that you're doing and who you're attracting and what are you wanting to stand up on the mountaintop and shout, right? These are the things that that you need to be looking at. So you're not trying to become like a cult leader, right? That brings in the masses and that, you walk out and they adore you. That's not the kind of leader that you are trying to be, right? You're just trying to be the leader of a community so you can facilitate and help guide them and provide solutions to them and become their go-to expert. That's what we're trying to do. So that's a tribe. And I wanted to say, let me read the comments here. I've got lots of comments coming in. So thanks, Rebel. Thank you. Abigail, you're having difficulty getting the steam, most likely on your end. Oh, the stream. Okay. You can watch the replay. The replay will be sent out to you. Hi, Don. Yeah. So your tribe doesn't necessarily have to be your paying clients, right? Right. They just need to be people in your niche. That's correct. So your tribe is your audience, it's your clients, but it's people. There's an audience journey that we're going to talk about, and it's really important to understand. So I think that's on day 2 or 3. But yeah, it's not just your paying clients. The 60-day biz breakthrough rocks. Thank you, Alonda. Being vulnerable and open is key. Laura, you're right. And I honestly, this is an area where I struggle because I come from a professional background, and you're supposed to be all zipped up. So this is something I'll be talking about too. No Kool-Aid. What about if your clients aren't business women? Abigail, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that. Can you give me a little bit more information so I can answer the question? Because I'm not quite sure what you mean if they're not business women. They don't have to be business women to be in your tribe. Your collaborators could be business women, but your tribe, your audience, does not have to be business women. So give me a little more information on that. Dawn says, this is the real thing. Lisa's the real thing. She really cares. And the programs that she has, she supports you with 100% honesty. Thank you so much, Dawn. See, Dawn and Alonda, they are my supporters for sure. So I'm really excited to bring you this information, and we haven't even started on day 1. I'm just going to give you a little more content, but I wanted to just tell you that each day we're going to have a prize drawing, okay? So the more you engage, the more you ask questions on the video here, the more that you support each other and answer each other's questions and kind of, jump in there and really help each other, the more that I see that you're engaging, commenting, liking, sharing, all these things, the more times your name will be entered into the raffle to win. So every day there's a winner, and then at the end, I have a grand prize that I'm giving away. And this is a full scholarship to my 60-day biz breakthrough program. And this program is going to start in mid-February. And with all of the bonuses that you get with the program, because you're going to get all the early bird bonuses and everything that goes with the program, it's almost a $3,000 value. So this is what I'm going to be this is the grand prize. So make sure you're engaging, and you'll have a chance to win every day, but you'll also have a chance to win the grand prize with all the engagement. So it's exciting. And for those of you who already have been in the Biz Breakthrough program, if you win, I will figure something out. You can join one of my other programs. So I want to see engagement. Okay, I want to see engagement. I'm going to be giving you valuable prizes every day, and I'm going to announce what the prize is in just a bit. So stay tuned for that. And here comes my kitty. Yes, a scholarship. Woohoo! Yes, It's exciting. I love it. I love giving away prizes. When you do challenges and contests and things with your people, have fun. I mean, if that's your personality, have fun because it could be fun. It doesn't have to be, I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, I was going through this whole big thing about um, being, I was stressed out and I was, that's not usually like me. Why am I stressed? And I was thinking about it and I was thinking, I'm feeling like I'm going to be judged. We all have that feeling, right? That's one of the things about being online and being visible is we have that fear that I'm not good enough. People are going to judge me. People are going to, they're gonna not. It's the content's not going to be good enough. They're not going to like it. All that stuff. Well, that was what was happening yesterday, and I had to just kind of take a deep breath and go, that's not my stuff. That's not my worry. I know that what I'm doing is what I'm doing, and I know that the people that resonate with me are going to be in my group, and they're going to love what I have to say, and the people that don't aren't going to be here, or they're going to go away. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. So Abigail says, that makes sense. Other businesswomen for collaboration. Yes, you've been struggling to identify who you serve. I think they're nurses or healthcare professionals experiencing burnout. You could find a lot of those people online. I also think mindset is a part of the issue. Resistance is strong. Yeah. And Laura, you have the same thoughts, right? Alonda, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, Laura, it's just common, and you just have to realize that it's like that's not your stuff, right? That's just maybe part of the collective that you're catching, that you're, feeling, and you really just have to say, I'm doing my thing because this is what I do best. This is what I love to do. And if people don't like me, oh well. And let's see, Layla, you get nervous when you're doing Facebook Live videos. I do too. I mean, we all do, right? It's not natural to sit in front of a camera and talk to yourself, but it's a way for your audience to feel your energy, to get your vibe. And that's what's important, because when you're just sending out emails or doing posts, it can be interpreted differently, and people can't really get a sense of who you are. So that's why video is so important. Yeah, just relax and be the youest you. Alonda does a great job of being herself. So, and that is the key. So when you can identify your tribe, this is what helps you stand out online, right? That's one of the pieces that is so essential. So there's 3 things that you have to build a tribe. You have to have a message. Hey, Andrea, thanks for being here. You have to have a message that resonates with your audience. You have to have an audience to get in front of, and then you need to have a solution that your audience wants. And you're the leader, right? You're the leader of this group. So it starts with finding your own message. You ramble too much. That's okay. Have some bullet points and then stay on track, and then you won't ramble so much. I think having bullet points or just an outline to follow is really important when you're online doing Facebook Lives. So let's go back to finding your own message. This is really important because when you have a clear message that you can actually stand behind, and one that you want to share with the world, your confidence really takes a back seat. You really don't have to think about, I don't feel confident. I mean, sometimes those things come in, those fears come in, but they take a back seat because your message is much, much stronger than even your confidence level. So when you have a message that you can stand behind, it's no longer about you. It's about what you have to give the world and what you want to share with the world, right? So what is it for you that you want to, what is it that you want people to know? What do you want to stand on a mountaintop and shout so that the world hears it? What is that message that you have? My message is unleash your mojo online. Okay, and so this is what inspires my tribe. This is what my people love, and they want to be able to unleash their energy, their essence, their mojo out there into the world. They want to show up as who they really are, and this is what is the sense behind my message. Is show up as you are. I believe that everyone is unique. And I believe that it is our uniqueness that is our brilliance. Plain and simple. You are you because you have a light that shines differently than anybody else. So what is it about that? What is it that you want people to know about you? And what I want you to know is that you are brilliant beyond your imagination, beyond anything you can even perceive. And when you understand that and can get that, you can move beyond the fears that are keeping you stuck. You're here on earth for a reason, I believe. This is my belief. You know, you just need to have the courage to show up as yourself. Have the courage to show up as you. Made of stardust we are. Yes, Andrea, we are made of stardust. We are. Each one of us is a unique, brilliant being. And we're here on earth to share that with the world. We each have different gifts. We each have different skills and different experiences and pasts and things like that, right? So we're finding ourselves on this entrepreneurial journey. That's part of being an entrepreneur. Is anytime you level up, you've got to, you know, you're hitting a block that you have to get through in order to get to the next level. And so we have to find ourselves. And, you know, being vulnerable is, yeah, thank you, Don. You love this. So important. It is so important. And, you know, when you have the courage to be yourself, you're going to attract those people that love you for who you are. That's what you want. You don't want to attract people who don't love you for who you are. If you start to attract the wrong tribe, then you're going to feel not confident because it's not the right people. So this feeling confident part is really about attracting the people that you love to be around. And being authentic means being who you are right now. Who are you right now? You don't have to think about it. It's not in our head. It's just who we are, right? So be willing to be vulnerable. And I shared with you this, you know, this is an area where I struggle with because I've had to work on it. I'm used to facts and figures and data. You know, if you come from a numbers background, you come from a healthcare background or science or academic, this is what we know. We're not used to, like, you know, digging deep, right? I came from this profession where I had to have a certain persona, and you know, it's really put a huge barrier in front of me. And I spent years trying to find me. It's like, who am I? Right? It's weird, but it's true. We have to find out who we are. And taking off those layers of, I call them protection, that I piled on, and they, you know, so that I could blend in, because all I wanted all my life was to blend in. All I wanted all my life was to fit in and to kind of be invisible. But, you know, when I came online, I realized you cannot do that if you want to stand out online. You can't be invisible. You can't be behind the scenes. It doesn't work. You're not going to stand out. You're going to blend in with everybody else. So let me read some of these comments. Let's see. Alonda, I held back because since I am doing training development for corporate, I feared the real me would put me in the hot seat with recruiters. Now you don't give a flip. I love it. Right. I mean, we have these barriers, these professional personas that we think we have to stay with, and it's not true. It's just not true online. You struggle with messaging because your writing had to be so perfect, and now writing is relaxed, and you still have to be all girl, relax, and just use some contractions. Layla, I do feel I have to put on a mask when talking to my audience. Yeah. And Crystal says, I've been invisible my whole life and I don't want to be anymore. And Don says, mine was not good enough. You know, these things are these are what we have to break through. I mean, Crystal, I've been invisible all my life too. I've wanted to be invisible all my life. And I remember one day I was wearing, like, I looked down at what I was wearing. It was all beige. I had beige pants on and I had beige shirt on and I had a beige sweater on. And I'm like, I'm tired of being beige. I'm tired of not standing out. And this was when I was in my corporate job, still working, but really going through the personal development part of becoming who I am and being able to show up, being able to, show up as who I am. You've got to be different, ladies. You've got to be different. You have to attract the people that you want to hang out with. Like, who are these people that you want to hang out with? Because you don't want to attract people that are dragging your energy down. And if you attract the wrong tribe, then you're going to feel contracted, or you're going to feel like your energy's being sucked up, or you're going to feel stressed out, like you have to be something you're not. And this is not the energy that is attractive, right? So being you, it sounds so simple, but it's not, right? We have to find out who we are, but be your brilliant self. Sometimes it's just about kind of dusting off the dirt to find the gem within, because you are a gem. You have a special quality about you that nobody else has. And that is what you're here on earth for. That's what you're here on earth for. So you need to find it and acknowledge it, and let others acknowledge it and receive when they're acknowledging you for your brilliance. Don't just say, oh yeah, it's not, right? We do that, right? Oh, well, thanks, but that's, it's nothing. Don't do that. Receive it. Feel it. Get bigger, big, open your heart and really feel acknowledged for who you are. So transparency is really, really important. I mean, you've got to share with your tribe who you are. Sharing is really about not only your business, but your life. People want to see like behind the scenes, right? Those are really, people are kind of like Snoopy. They want to see, ooh, what are they up to? So don't be afraid to share some of the behind the scenes stuff of your personal life. Give them a peek into what you're working on. They want to know who you are, the real person. They want to know you. They don't want to just know about your business stuff. They want to know you. So who is your audience? One of the things that I want to say, all of the above statements that I've mentioned lead up to the most important point. People want to see you for your own uniqueness. They don't want to see a mask. They just don't. It's not attractive. It's kind of like a canned response. So don't hide behind anything. Open up, learn from people, learn from your limiting beliefs, learn from these things that are keeping you stuck. What are they trying to tell you? I always say fear beckons us. It's like fear says, come on, you're supposed to get through this door. Come on. So if you're fearing something, what is on the other side of that? And all you have to do is just let go of the resistance to get behind it. So one way to figure out who your audience is to look at your past challenges and to look at, what you like and what you don't like. I mean, what you don't like is so important. So the people that, when you start being yourself, you're going to start attracting those people that like to be around you and want to be in your community. And, when you talk to the person that, when you're posting something, you want to talk to the person who you want to attract. So when you're posting, post to that audience that you want to be in your community, that you want to bring into your community. Speak to the person as if they're your best friend, right? I mean, my clients are my BFFs. Seriously, I love all of my clients. And I wouldn't have it any other way. When I first started out, I took on anybody that I could to just, and it was practice. And I'll say, sometimes it's good to know what you don't want, because that's part of the process, right? Knowing what you don't want. But you'll get to the point where it's like, these people suck my energy. This is not who I want to work with. And then you'll get to the point where, oh my gosh, I could go out and play with these people. Those are your ideal clients. Those are the people that need to be in your audience, right? So here's some things to think about. What is your big message? What do you want to share with others? What is it that you really want people to know? What's your message? What's inside you? What are you here to share? Who do you like to be around? And who brings your energy up? And then just as important, who does not bring your energy up? Who feels like a drag on you? Those are not your people. They're not your people. Don't try to make them your people. They're just not. And it's okay, because they're somebody else's people, right? We're unique. So be honest with yourself. And when you get friend requests and people that want to be in your community, check them out. See what they're posting. If I get a friend request and I see that somebody's posting, a ton of political stuff, like that's all they're posting, or negativity or drama, those aren't my people. That's not what I need in my life. And so but there's a lot of people that want that. And so they're other people's people, and that's okay, right? So who are your people? So what I want you to do is I want you to, really be selective with your audience. Because if you start to build a tribe or an audience of people that you don't want to be around, then it's not going to help you gain momentum in your business. So really be selective. Use the action guide that you're going to get in your email right after this call, like probably a couple hours after this call. You'll get an email with a link to the replay and then also your action guide for today. And fill out those questions. This will help you get very clear and start to implement what you learned today. So today's prize is a 30-minute visibility strategy planning session with me. It's a private session where we're going to see how we can get you more visible. Like, what do you need to focus on to get more visible? So I'm going to be raffling that off tomorrow. I'm going to see who engages. And like I said, the more you engage, the more times your name is put into the raffle bag. And I will be drawing the winner tomorrow morning when I start the live. Again, they won't be as long as this. I'm going to try and keep them to 15 minutes. I know everybody's super busy, but I just wanted to kind of set the tone for today and really share a little bit about who I am and what you're going to be learning throughout this challenge. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to connect with your tribe. So Ronnie, I know this was something that you really wanted to know about, and a lot of you are, Abigail, a lot of you are looking at like, how do I connect? Where do I connect, right? That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So let me see if I have, if I can read any of these comments. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, struggle with messaging. Okay, let's see. Layla, it's hard when people don't react to your posts whenever you're really just me. Keep trying. You're not in front of the right people. That's all. And it takes time. It takes time to get to be vulnerable. It takes time to find the people that you want to be around. And so if people aren't reading your posts, they're not your people. It's okay. It's okay. Share your post somewhere else. Maybe you're not in the right group. And really, people are busy. It's not personal. Don't take it personally, because people are just overstimulating, bombarded with like emails and so much stuff. So don't take it personally. It takes a lot of times, a lot of touch points before people actually connect with you and know, like, and trust you, right? Debbie, you're late to the party, but you're here. Hi, thanks for joining. Yeah, no problem at all. Like I said, the replay is going to be in your email. And this is Real Talk. Thank you. You're welcome, Stephanie. Find your tribe. Oi to the bay. Stephanie, you don't have enough energy for yourself. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, so this is really looking at how about if you're in alignment, because if you don't have energy for your business or your life, then there's something out of alignment. So where is it that you feel like you're out of alignment? and it could be just a little tiny tweak that needs to happen. Maybe your audience is just a little bit different than what you thought. And just that little tweak will help you get into alignment again. So energy is really important. And if you don't have energy, you're not showing up with energy, then people are going to feel that. And so it's time when you feel like things are not going right, it's time to kind of introspect, look at what's going on with you. Let's see. You're welcome. Thank you, Woot Woot. Great info, great message. Thank you. Visibility, you struggle with visibility big time. So Layla, go ahead and, you've done a lot of commenting here, but comment and interact with people so your name gets put into the drawing. Laura, this is awesome. Thank you. You're so very welcome to all of you. Crystal, thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. Dawn, you are working on finding your tribe. You are doing an awesome job, by the way. Debbie, what will you be talking about? Will you be talking about what to do when your authentic self attracts the wrong tribe? Well, I guess I'm not real clear on what you mean, because if you are in alignment and you're being yourself, you're gonna attract the right tribe. So somewhere in there's a shift that needs to happen, Debbie. So somewhere in there, you're not putting out the energy that is the true energy of you. Maybe you're not saying what you really feel. I don't know, but it's if you are putting out, if you are yourself and you're sharing personally and you're sharing about your philosophies on life, you're going to attract people that love you, and you're going to attract people that don't want to have anything to do with that. And that's okay. It's good. We're going to be talking a little bit more about polarizing tomorrow. Stephanie, introspection time for you. Yeah, journal about it. It's really about feeling your energy. It's really about when you are in momentum, when you are on fire, when you are connecting with people and people are promoting stuff and you're getting clients, having booking calls all the time, you're in alignment. And when that stops, or when that hasn't started, something needs to shift. So it could be your audience. It could be the way you're talking to your audience. It could be your feelings about yourself. It could be that you're not bringing all of you into your business. Like there's maybe a piece missing that really is a piece that needs to be brought forward. So it could be a lot of different things. And journaling, meditating, singing, whatever works for you to really connect with yourself and go inside and kind of explore these things. What I like to do is I like to sit out in my hot tub under the stars, and I sometimes, most of the time, I'll bring a drink with me. I'll have a glass of wine or something, and I will just relax, and I can relax and let things come to me. I don't, people call them downloads or whatever, but it's, let the whispers of your inner self come to you in a time when you're super relaxed. So I think some people say, it's in the bathtub, or it's in the shower, or it's usually when you're doing something that is mindless. So try some of those things, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. I've got to go to town and do some grocery shopping. So I'll see you all later. Bye.